All right, next up we got Martin. He's got a ton of stuff in here. I'm just gonna pick the ones I think could benefit the most from a talk. No problem, dude. All right. So, look at this. Look at this dude. How cool is he? He looks like he's having a good time. Realm Forge Studios, 3D artist, Munich, Germany. We'll get right into this. So this is cool. Oh man, these are awesome. So I will copy this and put that into here. Just do that. So let's see if we can get in here. So the sharpness here, I'll just mark a few of them, is really good. I like it. You can see it here too on the rocks a bit. It starts to soften up a little bit around here. Like these are getting softer. These are really soft, but that might be for these ones down here for the podium. I don't know. I think you should have a pretty unified sharpness when it comes to areas that you're trying to make sharp. So like for example up here, and this edge and this one, these ones, this here, maybe here. This edge, sorry, I'm going to mark out a couple of them. Maybe this edge, this one. So the edges that I marked in like this like bluish teal color, or whatever the color this is, could really benefit from having the same type of sharpness that the edges do on your teeth, just because that'll make everything look like it's the same resolution or same density, especially when you bake that stuff out. Like you can get discrepancy in the what looks like textile density issues, even though they could be the same textile density. So continuity between crease angles. I'll mark a few more just so you know where they're at. Oh, thanks, Curious. Oh, this one's cool. Yeah, see, this one's much clearer on the sharpness as far as like unified sharp edges versus like dinged up edges. I do get really picky. I'm just thinking about it again now that I'm looking at stuff. Like for example, Joseph, what's up, man? How you doing? For example, this guy, you've got cuts here that are almost like, if not possibly evenly distributed between each other. If you could take just one of them and put it here, or like make one of them longer and maybe add a few like this, just to break up the evenness. Yeah, this is OneNote. I'm doing like a bunch of breakdown review stuff. This is all the stuff that has been going on. Let's see here. Yeah, this looks, man, this is cool. It's a cool style. Yeah, see, this one feels like the edges are supposed to have a sharpness just because they're in the same like same game. Yeah, that skull was sick, right? How you doing, Splinter? Dude, I do need to send a copy to him. This is awesome. Oh, that's so cool. So we'll go through some of this other stuff. This is really cool. Man, this stuff is dope looking. I mean, I guess this could benefit from an AO. It feels like it doesn't have an ambient occlusion on it. Yeah, that's cool. Dope. Dope boat, bro. Yeah, it's very it's Blizzard-esque. Yes. Yeah, this could, dude, if you had AO on this, it could be sick. It could be sick. You know what you could try too is if you want to maintain this style, you could bake AO, and then either run some filters on it to kind of block the AO into kind of chunks that are similar to this painting technique or sculpting technique, or you could use the AO as a mask, and then in the background of the AO paint patterns that are very similar to the albedo stuff you're doing. That way you can maintain that kind of painterly look and just do it as well in the AO. That could be interesting. I've never tried that before. This looks cool. There's definitely there's AO in that. Yeah, so there's AO in this image, and in this image it's there, but it's much more subdued. So the one in this image, my opinion, is too strong, and then this one feels right. It feels good. It's subtle. It's there. But it's subtle. This is cool. Man, everything is very like chiseled. Little chips, hard edges or highlights. This is super cool. I would be careful about this type of like, come on, get over here. I'd be careful about this shape being so close to this one, because you're starting to get some parallels. Like if you took this one, maybe put it over here, and then this one was over here. The other thing is fractures tend to occur near corners or near areas where there's weak points. So if the fracture is here, I would assume that something heavy hit here, or like further under, something happened down here, like moisture or something that froze and then got into here and then froze some more and then started to crack. But yeah, just be careful about parallels when it comes to patterns or shapes that you get. It's like the same with this one and this one are very close. Just taking this one and putting it over here. Dude, it's such a slippery thing to work with too, because if you put it here, then you get this length and this length being very similar, and you got to be careful about that too. Yeah, I think somewhere around here would be good. Anywho, yeah. Awesome. So the other thing is I probably won't click on all of these just because time. But in general, these are really well done. They fit a style that's pretty cool. The edge highlights, more often than not, are really tight. When maybe if you like either blur them or widen the range that they fall off at, I think you get a cool result. But that might be more personal style. This might be art direction telling you what to do, you know? So your weapons are cool. I'm not a weapons pro, but this looks cool. 9,500 tries. 4K texture. Nice. You have enough poly count to support the details that you've baked, which is always nice to see. Let's check it out in the real times. Yeah, this feels good. I would look at your roughness for this grip just to see if it matches the material close enough. So I feel like it might be slightly too reflective. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. I mean, I'm sure you were looking at reference. That's the best thing to do is look at reference of similar grips. Show us the wires. There you go. So the wires here is pretty, I mean, I think this is okay. Especially since you're doing a lot of silhouette changes. This is highly optimized. That gun's pretty sick, right? This is cool. Let's see what else is going on in here. Dang, this is pretty sick. That wood is super like rich and saturated. The roughness on this looks awesome. Nice. Nice. Try and put a little bit more so that line that's on the bottom can be pretty difficult, I think, to scratch in. Either not as much depth or like a little bit of give and take when you're trying to scrape that. Maybe it took 1 or 2 or 3 tries. Oh man, this is cool. Yeah, in general, this stuff looks pretty good. Dang, that clip though. That's, I mean, I think it has to be that high poly. The bottom might not need those details. Yeah, the wood albedo could maybe be, like, the roughness looks pretty good. That's where you get a lot of wear and tear look in models in today's PBR world. Need to look at the dang, so you went for metalness with this. I was gonna say the this metal almost feels too dark, but I wasn't sure. Yeah, this is sick. Oh, what is this one? Dude, this reminds me of this reminds me of The Rock. Don't drop those little ball things, or you're gonna have to like stab yourself to stay alive. That movie, man, so long ago. So it's 806. I mean, obviously your stuff's pretty sick, man. I'm not sure what your thought I heard something. Hang on. I'm not sure what you're looking to get from your portfolio review. I mean, everything in here is pretty solid. I think bundling up your assets together based on like having a weapon section, or at least getting all the weapons in the same order, like rearranging these so that your all of your weapons are in one spot. You've got a single substance in here. I would leave that on the end. You could probably remove this one. Wavy, thanks for the follow. You could this one's cool. That one's perfect for your like a blog. Same, well. This one I want to see textured, just because all of your stuff is like getting textured. Oh, this stuff's cool too. Man, there's some good stuff in here. The style is just really interesting. It's like Heroes of the Storm meets Clash of Clans. Nice grenade. Oh man, all these renders. So in this post, I would actually take all those renders and maybe like bundle them into like a 4 grid 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this one being on its own up top. So this one, the 4 grid 1, 2, 3, and the 4th could be wire. And then you could have this at the end. Yeah, seeing a combination, Mango's on point. Seeing a combination of stylized work and then realistic type stuff is really cool. It looks like you want to be a weapons artist more than anything. When I look at this though, all I know is like you like stylized stuff and you like realistic stuff, but I don't know which one you favor more. And that would be important for me if I was going to employ you. I would want to know like what's going to make you the happiest. I wouldn't want to employ you if you actually have more happiness generated from stylized stuff when you applied and I hired you for a realistic position. So knowing like which one you like the most. My passion is hard surface modeling with focus on weapons. So with that said, put your weapons first. Put everything else behind your weapons. Maybe even make a folder called like professional work. That's just separate for now until you feel like you've got professional work of weapons. Which of course I don't know if these weapons were made for something or if they're just you learning. But in general, I mean, you're heading in a nice direction still. You're growing. You're getting better. I mean, this work is all pretty solid. The character is the cell bus is the most out of place. Pretty sick though. Nice portfolio. Super nice portfolio. All right. I'm going to link this in chat again. Shamaba, what's up? Okay, I will be right back. I'm going to check on Madu, make sure he isn't like tearing apart the bedroom. And then we're going to look at Discord critiques, which is, where are we at here? Go here. Stream critiques. All the way. Where are we at here? So stream close here. I'm going to get this guy, and then we're going to just keep going down. By this guy, I mean the JM79. It's over 9,000. All right, be right back.